Hello and welcome back to some more Genshin Impact. The last time I played, I was in the middle of doing the Art of Hospitality quest, which is part of Noelle's line of quests. But something was added called Ode to Flower and Cloud. I have to talk to Sarah. When you've got some leisure time, how about taking a stroll through Mondstadt streets and seeing if there's anything to do? That is part of this new quest right here, Invitation of Windbloom. Celebrate and revel in praise of freedom and love. Traverse Mondstadt's emerald green fields and walk amidst the crowds to enjoy the festival and take a long tour with poetry and flowers. Your Windbloom Festival journey begins here. So something to note is that Mondstadt actually looks a little bit different right now. They got these little flower boxes everywhere, and they've got these little trees with the wind, like pinwheel things attached to them and stuff. So I'll be kind of hopping between quests this time, I think. I'm not sure if I don't know how much of this I'll do, this Ode to Flower and Cloud one, but I'm gonna try to finish up Noelle's questline in this video at the very least. Let's get this started.
Angel's Share. So this barrel must be full with Mondstadt's celebrated wine, right? If only it could be imitated.
Imitated?
Oh, imported. That's the word.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Drink up. This is a dandelion wine-based cocktail. I asked the bartender to add calla lily because it has a calming effect. I know you've been on the road for a long time, and cold drinks would be bad for your stomach. So I requested less ice. I hope it's to your liking.
Calming.
I didn't mention it last time, but this is very similar to like how a visual novel kind of plays. Like, not exactly the same, but it's very similar.
Is this what they give to all visitors in Mondstadt?
Noelle's way of showing hospitality.
Okay then. On another note, that drink's made me realize just how empty my stomach is.
And this guy is still suspicious.
Oh, so you're hungry too. Oh, how terrible of me. If I'd realized, I would have saved some pancakes for you.
Not to worry, let's go to Good Hunter Restaurant.
Ooh, good idea. That sounds like a good place.
Okay. All the way back over here. Part of me hopes that this guy isn't some evil person, but I don't know.
Smells incredible. So it's true. If you really want to sell Mondstadt wines, you can't do without Mondstadt dishes. Maybe recipes will be easier to obtain than the brewing process.
Easier to obtain?
Oh, what I mean is, the dandelion wine brewing process is unique, difficult to imitate. That's why we merchants can buy with confidence. Where was I? Let's see. What's on the menu? So many dishes. Hard to decide.
Can I help?
Sure. What do you suggest?
Well, do you prefer red meat or white?
I like them both.
Huh.
The steaks here are cuts of freshly shipped Springvale boar. I'd recommend having it served medium to really bring out the natural sweetness of the meat. Oh, Sweet Madame is another specialty. Crispy skin and tender meat goes perfectly with wine.
She's making me hungry.
However, those dishes alone aren't very healthy from a nutritional standpoint. I recommend a mushroom pizza and a satisfying salad too on the side.
Good grief, why'd you have to mention pizza?
If that sounds okay, I'll place the order for you. This meal is on me, to make up for my inattentiveness.
That's too generous of you.
Please, enjoy. After all, it's your first meal here as a new visitor. And your last. I wouldn't want to give you the cold shoulder.
Huh? my last?
It almost sounds like a threat.
You give this meal to all new visitors, right?
This one was made especially for you.
Wait, is it really my last meal?
Your last meal as a new visitor, of course, so enjoy.
Ah, so that's what it means. Well, then I better make the most of it.
Noelle, do we have anything else on the itinerary?
How about with wind comes glory? For our final stop, I want to leave Mr. Aloise with something to commemorate his time here.
So, that's the final stop, yes?
I don't know where that is.
Wait, what are we commemorating?
With wind comes glory. Oh, right here, okay. Interesting.
Oh, here's your order, Noelle.
Thanks, Marjorie. Mr. Aloise, please accept this souvenir.
Thanks. I will treasure this wood carving forever. Huh? Wait, what's on that? Is that the insignia of the Knights of Favonius?
I, Maid Noelle, on behalf of Mondstadt and the Knights of Favonius, officially welcome you.
Wait, Knights of Favonius? How can you be both a maid and a part of the Knights of Favonius?
She's a maid of the Knights of Favonius, or she's a future Knight of Favonius. I'm not sure which it is. I'll choose she's a future Knight of Favonius.
So this gift is also a...
This one was made especially for you.
So it's a warning?
Oh, I'm afraid this is all I had time for. However, I hope it leaves you with a lasting impression of your trip to Mondstadt. Now then, if you wouldn't mind accompanying me to the Knights of Favonius, the registration process only requires...
No need. Suddenly I remember where I lost my luggage.
Oh, well then we should at least go and file a report with the Knights.
Nope, not necessary. Now that the danger's passed, I'll just head over and retrieve it.
Huh? But what about the savage monsters? For your protection, I feel strongly that one of our knights should escort you there. Or perhaps it's a little too soon, but I'll escort you. Let's go.
Allow me.
Oh, you want to escort him yourself? Oh, that would certainly put my mind at rest. In that case, I'll report the situation to Swan. Let's meet back at the gates of the city a little later. Please take care of Mr. Aloise.
Yep. I'll be doing just that. Suspicious. Everything about him is suspicious. I really doubt that he's gonna...
Yeah.
It didn't do nothing. Okay. I'm not gonna talk to little Timmy. Every time I do something like that, he gets mad. Okay, no further.
So this is the end?
I can't see anyone around.
Meaning this is a good spot?
If you understand that nothing needs to be said.
Archons above! Oh, Honorable Knight, please have mercy. Forgive me. I'll confess. I'll confess to everything. I was planning to investigate Mondstadt's dandelion wine to see if I could find a way to imitate it. I didn't expect you to see right through it from the start. Please, I never actually did anything. It's attempted fraud at worst, right? Tell me it isn't punishable by death. Or is it because you have no intention to try me at all? Which explains why you didn't expose me in the city. You simply chose a location to kill me.
It's right outside of this city, but whatever. Go.
Spare me, noble... What? Go? I can go? Really?
No more scheming against Mondstadt.
Of course. With you and the maid around, who would dare?
Change your ways, and you are welcome to visit Mondstadt again.
Yes, sir. I understand. Goodbye, most honorable honorary knight.
That guy was an idiot.
So, he really did have ulterior motives. Should we tell Noelle? Let's head back and see how she's doing first.
That guy was definitely an idiot. If he didn't act so suspicious right from the start, he would have probably gotten away with it. I don't even think it was that big of a deal, but whatever.
Oh, you're back. Eh? Well, how come Mr. Eloise isn't with you?
He left.
Left? Already? Left Mondstadt? And I didn't even get around to arranging his accommodations or introducing the wine merchants to him. Oh, I must have been negligent in some way. Did I leave him with a bad impression of Mondstadt? Why else would he have left without a farewell? Oh, I couldn't even handle the smallest of tasks.
He had a sinister plot, so I drove him away.
A plot? So he was scheming the whole time? As expected. I'm still too naive. And that's why we have the honorary knight to rely on in times of trouble. How can I ever become a real Knight of Favonius like this?
I didn't mean to depress her with that answer. Okay. A cold reception. Not every attempt at passionate hospitality is given perfect closure. Interesting. Photo has been saved to your device. Okay, let's check out the next little timeline thing there. I wouldn't even know how to go about getting the middle one. Okay. Guess from afar. Interesting.
Honorary Knight in Noel. Wait, who is...
My name is Eloise. I'm a humble merchant.
Ah, Monster. Please state your identity and... I see. I also don't see your...
It's my first time...
In that...
Huh?
I'm just skipping
What on
through
earth is
this.
the
Luggage?
Oh, our apologies. Could you allow him to calm down?
According to...
But Article 2 of the...
Well, it seems the Knights of Favonius handbook has a bit of an overlap.
Leave it to Noelle. She can take care of the situation.
If Noelle is willing to vouch for him, then I can rest easy.
After all, she is the most reliable maid in all of Mondstadt.
Oh, I'm just doing my job. Most reliable. I've got a ways to go, but I will try to live up to that.
I'll be there too.
Well then, I'm counting on you two to take care of this gentleman while he's in Mondstadt.
So, you're a wine merchant? Well, you must have excellent wine knowledge. Would you like to rest a while at Angel's Share? It's our signature tavern.
There's
Such a
dandelions, of course.
warm welcome. How could I refuse?
Now, I don't know how I'm going to get the the other path on this or whatever. You know, the one that I saw on the list there, the flowchart. In fact, I don't even know. Maybe I'm already on it? No, I'm not. I'm currently on this one, but I'm trying to go for the one that's locked, so... We'll find out in a second, won't we?
Angel's Share. So this barrel must be full with Mondstadt celebrated wine, right?
Imitated?
Sorry to keep you waiting. This is a dandelion wine-based cocktail. I asked the bartender to add calla lily because it has a calming effect. I know you've been on the road for a long time, and cold drinks would be bad for your stomach. So I requested less ice. I hope it's to your liking.
Calming. Is this what they give to all visitors in Mondstadt?
Made especially for you, or Noelle's way of showing hospitality?
Okay then. On another note, that drink's made me realize just how empty my stomach is.
Oh, so you're hungry too. Oh, how terrible of me. If I'd realized, I would have saved some pancakes for you.
Not to worry, let's go to Good Hunter Restaurant.
Ooh, good idea.
Okay. This time I'm gonna try not to scare him away. I think that's what caused him to get all jumpy before. Because he thought that we'd figured him out
Smells
or whatever.
incredible. So it's true. If you really want to sell Mondstadt wines, you can't do without. Maybe recipes will be easier to obtain than the brewing process.
Brewing process?
What I mean is, the dandelion wine brewing process is unique, difficult to imitate. That's why we merchants can buy with confidence. Where was I? Let's see. What's on the menu? So many dishes. Hard to decide.
Can I help?
Sure. What do you suggest?
Well,
I like them both.
the steaks here are cut.
I'm gonna skip
However,
through some of this.
I recommend. If that sounds.
That's too...
Please enjoy.
Huh? my lap. You give this meal to...
It's just not Noel's way of showing hospitality.
Okay then.
Noel, do we have anything else on the
How
itinerary?
about with wind come for our final stop? I want to leave.
So, wait.
Wait, what was this commemorating? I think that's what he was going to say. Anyways, it's a little bit confusing because I'm having to
here's your
skip
order,
through some
Noel.
of it. But
Thanks, Marjorie. Mr. Eloise, please.
Thanks. I will treasure this... Wait. What's on the... Is that... the insignia of the Knight...
I, Maid Noel, on behalf of Mondstadt and the Knights of Favonius, officially welcome you.
Wait, Knights of Favonius? How can you be both a maid and a part of the Knights of Favonius?
she's a future Knight of Favonius, or she's a maid of the Knights of Favonius. I'll choose this. She's a maid.
So this gift is also a...
It's just Noel's way of showing hospitality.
So, just a regular souvenir?
I'm afraid this is all I had time for. However, I hope it leaves you with a lasting impression of your trip to Mondstadt.
I really don't understand why you went to all this trouble. I don't have any goods or relevant documents. Plus, I don't exactly look like your everyday honest merchant. Even if there were nothing to suggest otherwise, surely it would have been better to take me straight to the Knights for investigation. And yet you still went to all this effort to prepare all this for me. Didn't you wonder whether the savage monsters, the missing cargo, what if it were all lies?
Why would I think that? I'm just doing what a Maid of Favonius should do. Knights of Favonius Handbook Article 2. Do not exhibit suspicion or hostility towards visitors, no matter how suspicious they may seem. You are a visitor from far away. You should be welcomed by me and by Mondstadt, even if there really is only a slight possibility that everything you say is true. Being attacked by savage monsters, losing goods and documents, isn't it times like these that people need help the most? And if I had failed to offer our hospitality on such an occasion, despite there being no evidence to back up your claims, well, that's not the way a Maid of Favonius should behave.
I see. Well, thank you. It's time for me to leave Mondstadt.
Huh? Why the hurry? We haven't recovered your lost property yet.
No need. I just remembered where I left them. Somewhere far, far away. I'll be sure to keep a better eye on them next time. Perhaps when I'm a visitor worthy of your hospitality, I can return to Mondstadt.
I'm not sure I fully understand what you mean, but if you think you can retrieve your lost property, that's great.
But at least the problem seems to be solved.
What a short trip. But thank you for your care and hospitality. I've learned a lot.
That end was a little bit different.
Goodbye, Mondstadt. Goodbye, Maid of the Knights of Favonius.
Okay then. Goodbye. Mondstadt and I, Maid Noel of the Knights of Favonius, will always welcome you when you return.
Each time she heads out, she brings her gentle intent along. Goodbye, Miss Maid. Okay. Now that I've done that, let's check out the flow chart again. Ending rewards, I'll claim that very fast. And there are only 2 more endings left, and they both seem to be in the middle part here. To be honest, I have no idea how you're gonna unlock that one. But that's not really important right now because I'm going to actually do the part for
Come take
this.
a look. There will definitely.
So let's talk to Sarah here.
Hi! Can we help with anything?
Sorry, it's the Windbloom Festival. There's nothing I can hand off to you.
Nothing? Oh. Well, let's go ask someone else then.
Okay.
Today's recommendation.
Talk to Marjorie.
Hello. Is there anything here you need help with?
That's a good one. You two helping me during the Windbloom Festival?
I don't see what's so funny about that.
Huh? Weird. Let's go to the Adventurers Guild.
Okay.
Come take a look. There will definitely.
Weirdo.
Catherine, you got any commissions for us?
My apologies. During the Windbloom Festival, there are far fewer commissions available. There's nothing I can give to you at this moment.
The Adventurers Guild too? What do we do now? Have we been fired?
Who'd have thought?
No, Paimon's not giving up that easily. We gotta try again.
Okay. And who are we going to this time? Flora, huh?
What are Windblooms? Flora, do you have anything you need help with? Nope. Is that because of the Windbloom Festival? What is that exactly?
You two haven't heard of the Windbloom Festival?
Windbloom. So, some kind of windy flower planting kind of thing?
The Windbloom Festival is a Mondstadt tradition, a festival of love and freedom. It's a time of celebration and partying in the city. At this time of year, we offer windblooms to the great Animo Archon Barbados as a sign of reverence and love. We also give flowers to our beloved, a very important tradition. My shop is bursting with customers every windbloom. I guess it's a nice problem to have.
What are windblooms?
The windbloom is the symbol of this festival, a flower that represents freedom and the spirit of the wind.
Huh.
So, what does a windbloom look like?
That's a long story. My grandma said that even she hadn't been born when the windbloom first appeared. It must have been hundreds of years ago. I don't know why exactly, but everyone seems to choose dandelions when they want to give a gift of windblooms.
So, in other words, for the people of Mondstadt, windbloom means dandelion?
Interesting.
Something like that anyway. At least, that's what we believe in my family.
Incorrect.
Oh.
I heard everything you were saying and couldn't help, but you were talking about windblooms, yes?
It's Quinn from the fruit stall. Wanna join us?
No, I'm just here to set the record straight. Windbloom doesn't mean the dandelion, but the windwheel aster.
Okay.
Greetings to you too, Quinn.
Well, I mean, there are like these windwheel, pinwheel thingies in the bushes or whatever, and I guess those could be windwheel asters.
Flora, surely there must have been plenty of customers buying windwheel asters from your shop recently.
Uh-huh.
You see? We loyal windwheel aster advocates are upholding our economic duty. The windwheel aster is both a symbol of Mondstadt and an embodiment of the windmill, representing both wind and freedom. That's what makes it the one true windbloom. Who's with me? Windwheel aster, the true windbloom.
Oh? Are you sure about that?
Oh boy.
B! You're here too! The windbloom. Isn't that the Cecilia?
Okay, great. This is getting complicated. So dandelions, windwheel asters, and Cecilia. The only one that has wind in the name is windwheel asters.
Huh? Really?
Oh? So, a windbloom is a Cecilia? That's the first I've heard of.
What? Don't be ridiculous! Listen, yes, there may be some controversy over the definition of windbloom, but it is the widely held belief among the people of Mondstadt that the windbloom is the windwheel aster, not the dandelion.
Well, we know who knows. Venti. Venti should know.
There's history to both flowers. You'd know if you asked around. And as for the Cecilia, give me a break.
What?
Just dropping the facts over here. No need to look at me like that.
No need to get so upset about it either, bud.
You... Whatever. I'm not talking to you.
I don't blame her.
Huh? B? Weird. What's up with her?
You got upset with her over the name of the stupid flower.
Did I say something wrong? Windbloom is as Windbloom does. What can I say?
What?
Yeah, Paimon, I'm about as confused as you are. I'm new here. Your local customs are a bit confusing for me.
Stop arguing already!
Maybe I should go and apologize to her after closing.
Well, at least he's a little bit smarter than I gave him credit for.
I don't understand why she's upset, but what I do know is that I will have to apologize regardless. That's life, I guess.
Well, then she's gonna ask you what you're apologizing for, and if you can't answer, then she'll be even more mad at you. Weird.
Aw, seeing them together like that really gives me that Windbloom feeling. Freedom, the Animal Archon, sweethearts.
Yeah, that sounds great, no? But none of you can even agree over what a Windbloom is!
Uh-huh.
You're right, but isn't that typical of us Mondstadt folk? Well, between the delicious food, exquisite drink, and fresh flowers, Traveler, I hope you get to enjoy yourself during the festival too.
It sounds like such a happy festival. Even if the whole Windbloom thing is still a total mystery. Let's look around and see what this is all about.
Okay. We'll do that a little bit more before I try to figure out the next part of the other thing. I'll do it after. I'm gonna go try to solve the final part of Noelle's quest line thing after I do this. And even if I don't finish, even if I do figure out the Noelle thing, you know, which path I have to take or whatever, or options I have to choose to take the middle path rather, I may not necessarily finish it in this video. Depends. Oh boy. There we go. Yep, there's Venti.
Hey, it's the tone-deaf bard!
I forgot that that was Paimon's nickname for Venti. Huh. Wait a second. Here's Bennett.
When's it gonna be my turn? Ugh, I'm getting nervous just thinking about writing a love poem.
What? Young Bennett is one of the most passionate adventurers in Mondstadt. He is also by far the least fortunate. So infamous is his bad luck that other adventurers are rarely willing to team up with him. Yet Bennett has grown used to being alone and doesn't let it discourage him. No matter how many injuries he may suffer, his fiery passion for adventure burns on. Come on, there's treasure waiting up ahead in the unknown. Benny's adventure team assemble. Oh, never mind. That's just the description that they give for his character. It's interesting that his character is right there, though. Hi, Venti.
Tone-deaf bard! What are you up to? What's with all the people?
Aha! You're right on time. Take a look at my students. What do you think? Not bad, eh?
Students? You mean the people anxiously scratching their heads?
Anxiously? Why, these people are deep in concentration, diligently searching for heartfelt rhetoric to convey their romantic affections.
Uh-huh. Seems a bit suspicious to Paimon.
So, I guess you've already found out about the Windbloom Festival then. How are you finding Mondstadt in such a festive mood? Do you like it?
Still not exactly sure how to celebrate the festival itself.
Paimon, what about you?
Paimon could be persuaded with some delicious food-related bribery.
Yeah, that's about normal for her.
Ah, I think you'll come around then. Speaking of which, I'll bet you two don't have a lot on your plate right now. Loafing around all day, no commissions to take or people to help. If you've noticed that, then congratulations! You've taken your first step toward understanding the Windbloom Festival.
Oh, yeah? Hey! Why do you sound so pleased with yourself?
The Windbloom Festival doesn't just belong to the Animo Archon, but to all Mondstadt citizens looking for love. Anyone who wants to find love must do everything for themselves over the festive period. In addition, many people take this period as an opportunity to resolve other matters of the heart. It's not surprising that you two haven't been able to find any commissions. That's just the Windbloom Festival tradition. But don't you worry, you won't feel lonely while I'm around. On that note, I think it's about time you two got a deeper understanding of Mondstadt's culture and customs. I need a couple of assistants. What do you say?
Of course we say yes.
Assistance? What kind of assistance?
See these anxious-looking folks here? They're looking to learn the secrets of love, so they came to me to learn how to compose love poems. I accepted, of course, because I was only too happy to charge a tuition fee. Soon, they'll come to me in turn and pour their hearts out, telling me about their romantic trials and tribulations. Then I'll give them suggestions based on their individual circumstances. At least, that's what I was going to do. But having seen you two suffering with nothing to do, I think I'll let you handle it instead.
No! Why? Why do this to me, Venti?
You've traveled far and wide and seen so much, it would be a waste not to put those experiences to good use. They could use your help.
Ugh, save us the nonsense. You just want to speed up your sales. That desperate for Mora, huh?
There are limited edition wines for sale during the Windbloom Festival. I need every last Mora to make sure I get my fill.
Uh-huh, spoken like a true drunkard.
All right then, let's get started. I'll be joining you, of course. I'll give you a few prompts, and you can make suggestions based on them. Not as taxing as you thought, right?
Yeah, that's not as bad as I thought it would be.
You really love the sound of your own voice, don't you?
Come on now, you're Mondstadt's honorary knight. The people trust you. It's only natural for you to have this opportunity to showcase yourself. Now listen up. If you see me make this gesture, it means I think they should forge ahead and seize the opportunity.
This gesture, you mean the one where you're putting your hands on your hips?
But if you see me make this gesture, it means I think they should play it safe and avoid being hasty.
Okay.
And if I make this gesture, it means I think they should give up while they're ahead and avoid any emotional overinvestment.
Oh boy. I've already forgot the first two. Okay, it means this. Okay.
You got that, Traveler?
Can you repeat it once more?
Okay. Now listen up. If you see me make this gesture,
Okay, forge ahead.
if you see me make this gesture,
Safe to avoid.
and if I make this
Give up.
gesture, it means I think they should give up while they're ahead and avoid any emotional. You got that, Traveler?
Got it.
That's decided then.
I hope I have it. Okay, listen and solve 3 of their problems. Marvin.
Paimon heard that you were seeking help from the bard over there. We're his assistants. Why not talk to us?
Huh? I barely plucked up the courage to talk to the bard. Is he not available?
Don't be shy. It doesn't matter who you talk to. At the end of the day, you still gotta talk to your prospective sweetheart, right? Be brave. Let's hear it.
Here goes. There is someone I like. Marla. She's cute and hardworking, always helping her family out with the farm work. And sometimes she gets so tired, she takes a nap on a bench by the side of the road.
Is she from the city?
No, she lives in Springvale, quite away from me. And because of my family, let's just say that our families are quite different. My father objects to us being together, but Marla and I have found a way to work around it. Whenever we want to meet, we go stargazing at Star Snatch Cliff.
Well, sounds like you two are getting along just fine.
We are. So, what I came to discuss today doesn't so much concern Marla is my father. My father is quite conservative and very strict. Still, it's my fault that I've never told him how I really feel. I'm thinking, if I use this opportunity to offer a wind bloom to my father and formally ask for his approval at the same time, maybe he'll support us.
What are you planning to say?
I want to tell him that, even though Marla doesn't come from a wealthy family, her kind heart and hard-working nature are things that Mora can't buy. Does that sound too childish? Oh, I hope he doesn't yell at me.
Aw, there. Uh-huh.
Okay. I think you should tell him, be brave, and seize the opportunity.
Yeah! Tell him what's in your heart. Use the love between you and Marla to move him. Shouldn't it be something to celebrate?
I see. Understood. Thank you.
Another thing, didn't you say you were going to give flowers to your father? What about Marla? Don't you want to give her something?
Oh, now that you mention it, I wanted the bard to teach me how to compose a love poem.
Yes, better not neglect her.
Of course, and I'll give her some flowers too. Yeah, I'll pick some later. Thank you for your help.
Okay. The next one is over here. Albert, huh?
You there! Are you looking for help from the bard? We're his assistants. Why don't you tell us what's on your mind?
Oh, really? Well, okay then. Here goes. I'm just such a huge fan of Mondstadt's idol, Barbara Sama. You must have heard of her. She's the super cute one at the Church of Favonius. Not to mention gentle, and she always lifts the people of Mondstadt's spirits with her smile and songs. I'm such a big fan. I even got a few like-minded friends together, and well, what I mean to say is...
Be careful what you're about to say, dude.
You guessed it. I'm the head of the Barbara fan club.
Okay, that's not so bad.
Huh. Pretty pleased about it too, by the sound of things.
I carry the hopes and expectations of every member of the fan club on my shoulders. At this special time of year, I pledge to send our blessings to Barbara Sama herself. Of course, as a level-headed adult, I would never want to cause her any disturbance. I'm just waiting for my time slot with the bard so I can explain the plan. Take all the flowers picked by our members and turn them into a huge giant flower statue. Then, to give her a huge surprise, place it outside the rear entrance of the church.
Why the rear entrance?
As for the love poem, we don't need any help. We're planning to do it on our own and hang it on the statue itself.
So, this giant statue
will be about 2 stories high.
That sounds like it might just cause her some disturbance.
But it's all in good faith, don't you see? When Barbara Sama catches sight of it, she'll feel the burning flames of our everlasting love.
I highly doubt that.
So, what do you think?
You know what? Go for it. Are you serious? You need to put a stop to all this immediately.
A level-headed adult? More like a dunder-headed infant.
But gifts have to make a lasting impression.
You're aiming for scaring her then, aren't you?
Oh, it'll create a lasting impression, all right. The Knights of Favonius will have you escorted away.
Really? But...
But nothing!
Oh, okay. Thanks for your suggestions, both of you. I gotta go.
I'm surprised we convinced him so easily.
He sure left in a hurry.
Unless he's pretending to be convinced. Okay, one last person. Okay, so far this isn't too bad at all. Ellen?
Hi! We heard you had something you wanted to discuss with the bard. We're his assistants. You can talk to us instead.
It's the honorary knight in Paimon. I didn't know I'd see you two here. Well then, I won't stand on ceremony. I want to offer some flowers to the acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, Jean. I guess you must be quite close to Master Jean? She's an incredibly upright and diligent woman. Talented and always gets the job done. Honest, kind, gentle, not to mention...
All right, we get it. She's pretty great.
I'm sorry, but Paimon, the way she says that.
Sorry. Once I get talking about Master Jean, I get a bit excited. This time tomorrow, I'll finish composing my poem, pick a fresh dandelion bouquet, head over to the office, and hand the flowers to the guard. It's just... the bouquet and the poem... I don't know. Best not sign them after all.
Wait a second. It's only normal to sign them. Why does that bother you so much?
Knowing Master Jean's conscientious nature, I'm afraid she'll send a gift in return if she sees my name. She's so busy, I wouldn't want my gift to create more work for her. If I can get this bouquet on her desk, that's enough for me. But then, won't an untraceable bouquet create suspicion? Oh, what should I do?
Oh. I disagree. You should definitely sign your name.
For sure! A random anonymous gift will definitely get thrown away.
Really? You sound so sure. Well, I guess I better include my name. That's taken care of then. 1,000 thanks for your advice. I'll remember it.
You're welcome. Chin up.
Will do.
Okay then. Let's talk to Venti. There we go.
Tone Deaf Bard! We dished out some advice, just like you said. How did we do?
You did a great job. Thank you. So, who else needs some help around here?
What are you three up to? Mind if I get in on the action?
Kaya! Are you also here for romantic guidance?
It's the greatest bard in town. And now, the greatest romantic advisor in town, no doubt. Still, don't you have other business to attend to?
Oh, you mean teaching people how to compose love poems?
Exactly that. I heard you were teaching classes in the plaza, so I came right away.
Huh? Kaya? You want to learn how to compose love poems too?
I thought Kaya wouldn't need any help in that department.
I'm not too shabby. Nevertheless, I'd like to register for the fast-track classes.
How come? You're a smooth talker. Do you really need my guidance?
The real question is, are you willing to take me on as a student?
Of course! When the Mora comes knocking, who am I to keep the door closed?
Well then, I guess I'm enrolled. And as your student, may I make some reasonable demands?
Aha! Paimon knew there was more to it!
Demands? Let's hear them.
As students, aside from attending class, we also need homework exercises. Surely a well-designed course would require us to put our knowledge into practice and then have our teacher correct the poems we compose.
You mean Venti has to correct the students' homework?
No, it's probably going to be us.
Precisely. All in exchange for payment, naturally. These are my demands.
Or, to put it another way, I'm actually gonna have to work for a living.
Is that so bad? I just think that with things like this, you should see them all the way through. More fun for everyone involved, don't you think? What do you say?
I feel like Kaya's knack for mischief is at play here. Still, correcting homework. This is indeed a vital step. And I am curious to see the fruits of my students' labor. Congratulations, Kaya! Your demands have been accepted!
So wait, is Venti not gonna make us do that?
As I expected. A reasonable and down-to-earth teacher.
Hold your horses. I have a demand for you, too.
Cool! A coercion contest!
A showdown between the pros.
I will pay special attention to your homework and guarantee that you will see improvement in your studies. But as for your tuition fee, some Wind Bloom Festival exclusive Apple Bloom cider should do the trick. What with you and Master Diluc being on such good terms and all, that shouldn't be a problem, should it?
Kaya and Diluc are brothers, I believe, if I recall. It's been a long time since I saw that, so I hope I'm remembering it correctly.
Steady now. Let's not overestimate my abilities. Still, 1 bottle of the good stuff in exchange for your guidance. Not an opportunity to pass up.
Whoa, 1 bottle? Make that 3.
Venti, you're getting a little bit greedy now.
Jeez, give him an inch and I'll take a mile.
Yeah, I agree.
Please, please, please.
Okay.
Deal.
I'm surprised that Kaya actually agreed.
Marvelous. Grab some paper and make your way over. Professor Venti's Poetry Masterclass is now in session.
What's the paper the tongue-deaf bard pulled out of his pocket? And whose names are those?
Albert, Ellen, Marvin, Timaeus, Kaya, Bennett.
Oh, present!
Wow, Bennett's really fired up for this.
So you're Bennett? Excellent. I like your enthusiasm. Make sure to channel that vigor into your poetry.
Yes, sir!
Even adventurers want to learn how to write poetry. I see this is going to be a popular class.
Tone-deaf bard's gonna make a fortune.
My dear students, in a moment, we will gather by the terrace in front of the cathedral, where I will divulge to you my experiences and techniques in the art of poetic composition. After class, I would like every one of you to compose a love poem and hand it to me for, constructive criticism. As for your tuition fees, by all means, wait until the course is over before paying. But don't even think about vanishing. In addition to Mora, payment in alcohol is also warmly welcomed.
A quick question, sir. Does our special arrangement still stand?
But of course! And when the time comes, you can hand in your homework first. Traveler, I'd like you and I to collect the homework submissions together.
Does that fall under the assistant's duties? Do we get paid for this?
Think of it as an initiation into Mondstadt's traditional culture. An opportunity to immerse yourselves in the Windbloom Festival. I'm going to great lengths here to make sure you're a part of the festivities.
What a convenient excuse.
Not to mention, it would entitle you to a share of the remuneration.
Okay.
Oh, sir, yes, sir!
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Good. In that case, when Kaya's finished with his homework, let's go and look for him at the Knights of Favonia's headquarters. But for now, I've got classes to teach. Traveler, why not make the most of it and check things out in the meantime? The vendors in Mondstadt have arranged all sorts of festive activities. Don't forget to try them out.
Interesting. I wonder if there are any minigames amongst them. Quest complete, huh? Let's see. I haven't even done any of them yet. Event shop. Oh boy, this is another one of those things where you do a bunch of stuff and... Huh. Well, that's gonna have to actually be in the next video, because this took a little bit longer than I anticipated. An ever-changing domain of it. Okay, I'll read that in the next video as well. So unfortunately, I have to stop now. But I've got 4 new quests added, 3 of which are from somebody named Lizzie. And 1 from somebody named Plowin. And I was intending to do the next part of this thing, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to activate that.
Every journey has its final day.
Uh-huh.
Don't rush.
Uh-huh, yeah, sure. What's your name? I can't even think of your name anymore. Festive Challenges. Let's check out the Festive Challenges very fast. Okay. Interesting. And then Festive Anecdotes. There's a lot to do. There's an awful lot to do. Way more than I anticipated. So, yeah. The next time I play, I'm going to be doing a lot of this stuff. Whatever it may be. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.